The Harmattan wind swept through Kudugu, coating every hut with a thin layer of red dust. Inside the Zongo compound, Samba sat lazily on a wooden stool, picking at roasted groundnuts. His elder brother, Karim, was already on the road to Wagadugu with his trade goods, his donkey cart disappearing into the morning mist. Samba hated mornings like this. He wanted life to come easy, without sweat, without mud caked on his feet. He wanted to be seen, admired, celebrated. The only thing that made his heart race was Lami, the most beautiful girl in Kudugu. Whenever she passed by, carrying a calabash of water on her head, Samba's chest swelled with determination. He could not let her slip into another man's arms, especially not one of those traders from the city. When the village heard that Karim had bought 2 new cows and a piece of land near the river, Samba saw his chance. He strutted into the market square and said loudly, "I bought them. Karim only helps me with transport to the city. I am the one who makes the money." The men laughed and clapped him on the back. The women began whispering to Lami's mother, Mama Fai, telling her she had to act fast before another girl caught Samba. Mama Fai's eyes lit up. Her family had known hunger for too long. If this boy was indeed the richest man in Kudugu, then her daughter must be his wife. Samba began to live as though the lie were true. He wore Karim's boo-boos when Karim traveled. He gave away small coins to boys in the street. He even promised to build a new well for the village, though he had no idea how. Lami, impressed by his confidence, began smiling at him shyly whenever their paths crossed. Soon they were spending evenings under the baobab tree, talking about their future together. In those moments, Samba felt untouchable. He did not think about the day Karim would return and expose him. He only thought of Lami's soft laughter, her smooth hands, her dreams of living in Wagadugu. Karim returned to find Samba unusually respectful and quiet. When Samba asked him to sponsor his wedding, Karim's heart swelled with pride. "At last, my brother has become a man," he said. The wedding was unlike anything Kudugu had seen. 3 goats, 2 sheep, and a cow were slaughtered. Drums echoed across the fields, and the griots sang praise songs deep into the night. Lami arrived in a white dress from Wagadugu, shimmering like moonlight. The entire village cheered as Samba and Lami exchanged vows under the mango tree. The morning after the wedding, Samba proudly led his bride to Wagadugu. Lami's heart leaped when she saw the Zongo family compound, large, with clay walls painted white, the courtyard full of life. But her excitement dimmed when she saw Karim standing at the gate, giving orders to the servants. "This is my brother," Samba said, smiling nervously. "We live here together." Karim's wife, Sulwa, greeted them kindly but with quiet authority that made Lami feel small. From that day, Lami realized that she was not the queen of this house. She was simply another wife under Karim's roof, and she would have to prove herself. On her first week in Wagadugu, Lami rose late, expecting to be served breakfast. Instead, Sulwa handed her a broom. "Hey, help me sweep the courtyard. Everyone must work in this house." Lami's face burned. She had left Kudugu thinking she was now a rich man's wife. But here she was, sweeping like a maid while Sulwa directed her calmly. At night, Samba avoided her questions. "Just be patient," he said. "Things will soon change." But things did not change. To keep up appearances, Samba borrowed money from Karim, promising to invest in a small business. Instead, he spent it on clothes, jewelry for Lami, and night outings to impress her. Karim grew suspicious. "Where are the profits from your business?" he asked. "They are coming," Samba lied. But deep down, he knew he was digging a hole too deep to climb out of. In Kudugu, news began to spread that Lami was doing chores in Wagadugu like a servant. "Didn't her mother say she was marrying a big man?" the women whispered at the well. Mima Fai could no longer lift her head in the market. One day, she stormed into the Zongo compound unannounced. "My daughter cannot live like this," she shouted. "Samba, you promised us wealth." Karim heard everything. That night, he called Samba aside. "Tomorrow, you will stand before the family and tell the truth. No more lies." The next evening, the compound was full. Even the neighbors came to watch. Karim stood tall. "My brother has been living on lies. Every coin you have seen him spend came from my hand. This is my house, my business, my wealth." The courtyard went silent. Lami's hands trembled as she stared at Samba. Her dream life crumbled in that moment. Mama Fai wept loudly. The shame was unbearable. That night, Lami packed her small bag. "I did not leave my father's house to become a servant," she said coldly. "If you cannot provide for me, I am going back to Kudugu." Samba fell to his knees, begging her to stay. "Give me time. I will make things right." But Lami had seen enough. She left before dawn, returning to Kudugu with her mother, determined never to be fooled again. Days later, the men he had borrowed money from came to the compound, demanding repayment. When Samba could not pay, they dragged him through the streets of Wagadugu, shouting insults. Karim was forced to pay the debt to protect the family name. That night, Karim called Samba one last time. "You cannot stay here. Go back to Kudugu. Work the land. Learn humility. When you have built something with your own hands, then you may return." Samba returned to Kudugu a broken man. The boys who once admired him now laughed behind his back. He spent months working the fields in silence, his hands blistered, his pride stripped away. Slowly, he began to understand the meaning of Karim's words. One day, Karim visited the village. He found Samba in the fields, bent over with sweat running down his back. For the first time, Karim smiled. "Now you are becoming a man," he said. "Come back to Wagadugu. I will give you a small stall in the market. Build your life from there." Samba returned to Wagadugu, but this time he walked with humility. He worked tirelessly in the market, saving every coin, earning the respect of the traders. Years later, when he had built his own house, he went back to Kudugu, not with boasts, but with quiet dignity. And when the young men asked him how he became rich, he told them, "Wealth built on lies is a house made of dry leaves. The first wind will blow it away."
This powerful story from Kudugu teaches why lies can never build a lasting home. Share this with someone who believes shortcuts lead to happiness.